Hello everyone. So our today's topic is related with inter-process communication. We all know the inter-process communication is very much important in operating system because this inter-process communication will tell us how two processes are going to communicate with each other. The very important thing in this inter-process communication is the two processes should communicate with each other without having any difficulty, and they should be in synchronization. So, in today's lecture we are going to see few of the problems related with the inter-process communication or synchronization. So, the various classical problems of inter-process communication or synchronization are consumer-producer problem, readers-writers problem, dining-philosopher's problem. So, we are going to see these problems one by one. We will see what is the problem in this particular concept, and then we are going to see what are the various solutions which are proposed for these problems. So, moving to the very first problem, that is the producer-consumer problem. So, this particular problem is most common problem found in the concurrent processing. When two processes are going to share a common fixed size buffer for exchanging the information, such problem may occur. So what is the problem? Let's see. So the problem can be, suppose there is a common shared buffer of fixed size. Producer also wants to access that buffer. Also the consumer wants to access that particular buffer. So one problem can be, the producer puts some type of information into the buffer and the consumer takes out the data from the buffer. So, the main problem arises when producer tries to put the data or information into the buffer that is already full. And the other problem can be, the consumer is taking out the data from the buffer that is already empty. So, as we discussed earlier, the producer tries to put data into the buffer that is already full. So, what we have to do in this particular condition? So, in this particular situation, we can do few things. That first is, producer should go to sleep and the producer should be awakened by the consumer after consumer has removed one or more data. The next possibility, when the problem arises from the consumer side, the consumer tries to remove a data from empty buffer. So in such situations, when the buffer is empty, the consumer should go to sleep and consumer should be awakened by the producer after producer puts one or more data into the buffer. So we have seen the problem as well as we have seen the solution also. So solution can be, the buffer should be accessed mutually exclusively by the producer as well as consumer. Only either producer or consumer should access the buffer at a given time. It means whenever the producer is accessing the buffer, consumer should not have access of that buffer. And whenever the consumer is accessing the buffer, the producer should not have access to that buffer. So, the proposed solution uses 3 semaphores. So, here we are going to use 3 semaphores. As we all know, semaphores are nothing but the flags which indicates that the access of the shared resource has been engaged by some of the process. So, in this solution we are going to use 3 semaphores, that is full, empty and mutex. So, full semaphore will tell us the number of occupied slots in the buffer. Empty semaphore will tell us the number of empty slots in a buffer, and mutex will tell us who is having the access to that particular buffer. So, moving towards the solution, initially the full semaphore is 0. Empty semaphore is initially equal to number of slots in the buffer and mutex is initially 1. The full semaphore ensures that the producer stops running when the buffer is full. The empty semaphore ensures that the consumer stops running when the buffer is empty. So this is how we are going to solve the problem of producer and consumer in classical IPC. So moving towards the next problem, that is readers-writers problem. So again, this particular problem exists when two processes or two persons are accessing the one shared buffer or one shared resource. So, whenever writers and readers are accessing a common buffer, there are few things which we should go through. So, the very first thing is any number of readers may simultaneously read the database. But any number of writers cannot simultaneously write in the database. So, the first thing is any number of readers may simultaneously read the database. The second thing is only one writer is allowed to write the database at a given time. If one writer is writing to the database, no reader should read from the database, because in this case, so in this particular situation, unless the writer completes its writing, no reader should read from the database, because if it happens, then the half of the information will be conveyed to the reader only and not the full information. So let's go to the solution. So here we are going to use a semaphore, that is mutex, WRL, and we are going to use the readers count. So first, whenever the writer is writing into the database, the access of WRL will be towards the writer. Unless and until writer completes its writing, it will not give its access to the reader. When the writer will complete its writing, it will leave the access of WRL and it is given to the reader. If the reader count is 1, the access of the mutex is taken by the reader and the count of the readers can be increased if there are number of readers. And whenever the count of the reader is equal to 0, the access of the WRL as well as the mutex will be released by the reader and it will again be given to the writer for writing. So in this way, we can solve the problem of readers and writers. So if there is a writer, first reader blocks on WRL and other readers block on the mutex. Once a writer exists, all the readers have to go through. The last reader to exit signals a writer and the access is given to the writer. So moving to the next problem, that is dining philosophers problem. So let's assume one condition. So there are 5 philosophers sitting on a round table. The philosophers can do only eating and thinking throughout their lifetime. So it means a philosopher can at a time think, or he or she can at a time eat. So let's say the 5 philosophers are sitting on a round table and they are having eating plates in front of them, and there are forks placed in between the plates. So whenever a philosopher wants to eat, the philosopher needs 2 forks, one in right hand and one in left hand. So philosophers can pick 1 fork at a time. Let's say 1 fork from the left side and then he or she will pick up 1 fork from the right side. Then what are the various conditions which can cause a deadlock over here? So very first thing, when all the philosophers starts eating at a time and they pick up a fork from their left hand side. So each philosopher is having a left fork in their hand and no one will be having the right fork in their hand. So no philosopher can eat, and unless and until philosophers can't finish their eating, they will not leave the access of their left fork. So no philosopher is going to get the access of the right fork. So this is how the deadlock occurs in this situation. So what are the possible solutions that has been proposed for this particular thing is, first solution which was proposed was allowing only 4 philosophers to sit simultaneously. But again, this particular solution can bring a deadlock in the system. Then one more solution is proposed, that is asymmetric solution, that is odd philosophers pick left fork followed by right and even philosopher does the vice versa. Then one more solution was proposed. In that solution, a token system was proposed, that each philosopher will pass a token and that but after finishing their eating, so that the next person can eat. Okay. Then the one solution which was proposed was allow philosopher to pick fork only if both are available. So here we have seen the various problems of the inter-process communication or synchronization. So from these problems we can say that the dining philosopher's problem defines the situation where processes competes for limited resources, and consumer producer problem and the readers writers problem defines the situation where the database access is required. Thank you.